All right, so you want to start off by removing the membrane and any extra excess fat that comes with the stack of ribs, like this. I usually like to start off by pouring my smoky sauce over the ribs on top, like this. Just a couple of drops just to cover it, just to cover the rack of ribs. And then I rub it in. I rub my smoky sauce in and I turn the ribs over, and I do the same thing on the other side. I rub in my smoky sauce, just a couple of drops just to cover it. You'll know when it's enough, like this. So for my dry rub for the ribs, I have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and I have a teaspoon of black pepper. I have a teaspoon of paprika, a tablespoon of garlic powder. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna mix it like this, like that, like that. And then I'm gonna take it and sprinkle it all over my stack of ribs. And then I'm gonna rub it in just like that. So I'm gonna repeat this on the other side as well. Turn it over and repeat the same process on the other side. Exactly what you did on the top, the same thing that you're gonna do at the bottom. After rubbing in the dry rub, I have my Texas barbecue seasoning that I'm just gonna spread on top, and I'm gonna rub that in as well, top and bottom, and I'm gonna repeat that process. I'm gonna just rub it in. That's the barbecue seasoning right there. Turn it over and repeat the same process for the bottom part. And just rub it in just like that. My next step, I'm going to put my rack of ribs. I'm gonna lay it onto this tray that I have assembled. I have put foil paper at the bottom, shiny side facing up, and some wax paper on top. The reason why I put the wax paper on top is because it's a whole lot better when you're draining out the liquid that comes from the ribs. Once the ribs are done, it kind of like savors the liquid a whole lot better than if you would to put the ribs directly on the foil paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover it like this with the wax sheet. I'm going to cover the ribs with the wax sheet like this. And then I'm going to put some foil paper on top to cover the ribs on top as well. And that's how I'm going to bake them at 300 degrees for 2.5 hours in the oven. Almost got burned. That was close. After 2.5 hours, drain the liquid out. The liquid that's left at the bottom, just drain it out from the ribs, just like that. Oops. So what I've done, I have spread some Stubbed Sticky Sweet Barbecue Sauce on my ribs at the top and at the bottom. So this is the barbecue sauce that I used. And then I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit of freshly chopped rosemary on top of my ribs. Just a little bit, not too much. just like that, before I put it in the oven. And I'm gonna bake it at 300 degrees for about 20 minutes. I'm going to remove the foil at the bottom. I will bake it bare as it is on the baking sheet. That's how I'm going to do it. This is how it's looking with the sauce, the barbecue sauce, and the freshly chopped rosemary that I've just sprinkled on top. And I'm about to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes at 300 degrees. These are our ribs after about 20 minutes uncovered in the oven. This is what they look like.